What's the secret to breaking a world record? Sometimes, it's not about adding more complexity, but having the vision to see a brilliant solution in a completely different place. For British engineer Stephen Wallace, the answer to achieving the impossible with a radio-controlled car was found not on the racetrack, but in the sky, hidden inside the flight controller of a quadcopter drone. Or about 2 decades. Wallace has been diving deep into the rabbit hole of high-performance RC vehicles, driven by a passion that started when he was just 8 years old. His latest creation, nicknamed the Beast, is the stunning result of that obsession. While most builders of speed-focused RC cars were focused on refining complex transmissions and intricate steering linkages, Wallace took a radical left turn. He asked a beautifully simple question. What if you built a car that thinks it's a drone? The concept was deceptively straightforward. Take the core technology from a high-performance quadcopter Ritz for powerful motors, and most importantly, its intelligent flight control system, and turn it on its side. Replace the vertical propellers with horizontal wheels, and you have a fundamentally new kind of machine. This single idea allowed Wallace to strip away huge amounts of mechanical complexity. The Beast doesn't have a transmission or a traditional steering system. Propulsion and turning are managed entirely by varying the speeds of the 4 independent motors, all orchestrated by the drone's flight controller. In the air, this system keeps a drone rock-steady in gusty winds. On the ground, Wallace theorized it could do the same to keep a car laser-straight at speeds where the slightest wobble means disaster. Its stability through computational brute force, a concept borrowed from aerospace and applied to the asphalt. To feed this beast the power it craved, Wallace built a custom 1.8S battery layout, wiring 3 6S packs in series to deliver a staggering peak of around 75.6 volts. He also made a critical adjustment to the tires, shaving their diameter down from 99 mm to 94 mm. As he explained, this was to reduce the amount of foam trying to rip itself off the wheel under the insane centrifugal forces of a 200 miles per hour run. In his own words, the project is about showing what can be achieved when you experiment, learn, and keep pushing boundaries. And he is far from done. With the record formally in hand, he's already looking ahead, having sourced an even more powerful set of motors. His next target is clear: to push the Beast north of 250 miles per hour, 402 kilometers per hour,